Hey guys, it's me Yongik and I'm one of the head analysts at Alpha Investor. So in today's video, we shall be sharing the first episode of the weekly market updates, and these updates are from 30th July 2018 to 3rd August 2018. So without further ado, let's head on to it. Now, the first stock that we'll look at, the first chart we'll look at will be the SPY. S&P 500. So in the S&P 500, we notice that we started off the week in a downtrend, and this is partly because of the tech hitting lower because of Facebook and Twitter crash last week. It brought over to this week, so we can see it started off with a huge drawdown, and after that, at the end of the week, we went up higher because of Apple hitting the $1 trillion marks, which brought the whole tech sector and the whole Dow Jones index up. So that's a very positive sign, and furthermore we can see that we actually broken past the resistance and forming a new support here. Next potential resistance would be possibly here, but I doubt we would actually encounter much resistance, considering that we actually form a good support over here, and Apple has hit the $1 trillion mark, motivating other companies to be the same. Similarly, we have Microsoft and Amazon heading towards the $1 trillion mark too. So if both companies actually made it past $1 trillion marks, I'm pretty sure that we'll actually break past this resistance pretty soon. Now, next chart we're going to look at is the QQQ, the triple Qs, which actually is mirroring the tech sector's ETF. So we notice that in the tech sector, when Monday happened, we actually sank all the way down and touched the 50 days moving average. Now, this 50 days moving average is also similarly close to a support line that was drawn by me. This is based on what has happened since 2018 itself, a support line for 2018 itself. We notice that every single time the triple Qs hit this point, the bulls will bring it back up to a higher level. So now, when it was brought down, this was considered a huge support line, and this is actually a very huge resistance line. You notice that down here, actually you can draw an imaginary line. Now that I look at it again, you can actually draw an imaginary line. It's actually broken past another resistance, heading towards the all-time highs. So I'm pretty confident that the market will actually head higher towards the all-time high and actually break past this all-time high here. Now, the next will be on earnings report. And with this earnings report, I'll be sharing with you guys what happened last week, and what are some major shift or major movements or any opportunities that we can look out for. Now, we have Chipotle. Chipotle did not actually have earnings report, but they are actually down a lot, because actually they had an earnings report here, but that was last week, if I'm not wrong. It's either last week or Monday, yeah. So they actually shot very high up. However, straight after it, they have an incident of food poisoning that over 200 people reported of certain illnesses they actually have after eating Chipotle at one of their outlets, and they were actually sued by Ron Simpson and Associates. And just for your knowledge, this is not the first time it happened. It has actually happened over 2017 and 2015 itself. So this is not the first time Chipotle actually encountered this incident, but it's definitely not a good thing because it actually affected the shares a lot. This was partly brought up because of the S&P went up higher, Dow Jones index all went up higher. That's why the momentum was brought across to it. But we shall again observe with regards to what will happen in the future, the short-term future for Chipotle after this food poisoning incident. Now, next we'll be looking at Apple. Apple has smashed earnings and hit towards the $1 trillion mark. One of the very significant factors is the service revenue actually shot up really high. So in that sense, Apple is no longer just a hardware company, it's also a software company right now. So actually it became a $1 trillion company on Thursday. We can see that it actually broke past its very strong support line. It got rejected twice here, and it's headed towards another resistance. So I'm assuming that Apple might potentially go up higher to maybe 215, and then it's come all the way down, it reverse back down, and then it goes up higher again, rebound back higher again. So that is just what I feel. Similarly, this 50 days moving average will move higher along the way as it's reaching this $215 mark, and perhaps it will actually, you know, go back down to that 50 days moving average and go rebound higher. All right. So now next we're looking at Shopify. So Shopify beats earning and revenue, but shares slide to $136. Now, is there a reason? Yes, there's some reasons to why Shopify actually went lower, but overall Shopify was still a very profitable company, in the sense that it has shocked the investors by turning profitable. And if you actually use Shopify's products and all, you notice how much value they give to their customers, in that sense that they actually allow customers to build a store from scratch and, you know, start their own business wherever they are all over the world. Now, Shopify also has actually demonstrated they have increased in subscription revenue. Therefore, it shows that, you know, there are more people subscribing to Shopify, and potentially in the long run, with these subscribers may, you know, generate the company may generate more revenue for the company. Now, next we look at Baidu. Baidu is actually Google of China. So what happens is that it actually beats earning on this day itself. Actually, after hours, the shares went up really high. However, because of a news that, you know, came out in the market that Google is actually intending to open a censorship search engine in China, therefore it actually hits all the way down. But the next day, it turns out that, you know, actually this news was fake, and then there is no it's all pure speculation, and, you know, Google themselves actually said that they will decline to answer any speculations, etc., etc. But it turns out that this news was fake, and therefore Baidu is heading up towards higher grounds again. So just some information that I have to share is I'm invested in Baidu, and the moment it hit all the way here, I'm invested in it because I see this actually a huge support line that is actually being supported by Baidu for a very long time, since August last year. Now next, we're looking at Tesla. Tesla missed EPS but beats their revenue. Stock pops up $60 overnight, right? Because investors realize that Tesla has actually have enough cash and do not need to raise any cash capital anytime soon. But furthermore, Elon Musk was actually very apologetic regarding the previous earning call, where he actually told the analysts, you know what, let's stop this call because they're asking stupid questions. And then he moved on to Twitter and asked the Twitter fans if they have any questions for Tesla regarding its future projection and future guidance. So furthermore, again, Tesla projected that they'll be profitable in the near future, but how true is that? We're not too sure, because almost every other earning call they keep saying they'll be profitable in the near future. Now next, we'll be looking at gaming sector, where Take-Two Interactive actually shot up 8.9% after earnings. I think this is the 8.9% mark. If I'm not wrong, it actually shot up to 12-point-something% over here. And it's actually, you can notice that it's actually a huge resistance. It rejected resistance. So I'm assuming that the stock will go down further towards this support line, and that before it rebound and hit higher for higher grounds. Now next, we also have Active Blizzard, which is one of the Take-Two company's competitor. Active Blizzard actually slide 3.7% down due to negative guidance, and we see that it's actually at its support line. So it might potentially break down because of negative guidance, but we shall see. Currently it's looking good because it's at support line. It's actually rejected this support line rebounded from this support line a few times. So there's a chance that it might go up higher. You just need to take a look, make sure that the next few days are very crucial to see whether they actually break down or rebound. Now, the last company we'll be looking at is SolarEdge Technology. So SolarEdge Technology missed EPS but beats revenue and issues strong guidance towards the third quarter. Shares sank to 200 days moving average. So you can see that it actually rejected its resistance line, and then it dropped all the way down here. So just a disclaimer too, knowing that and seeing that it actually dropped all the way to its 200 days moving average, I actually took a position inside SolarEdge Technology too. So it was not a huge position. Furthermore, it's actually at this support line, so shares might trade within this range bound. So you do take note, and maybe you can look at some potential opportunities over there. So now I've come to the end, and I'd like to highlight two things. Is that We actually have an Instagram account, Alpha Investor Education. Just search for us, and then we're actually posting stock charts and some educational videos along the way. So do follow us for more of these posts and for more information on what stocks we're looking at or any other thing, because Instagram is really a good way to communicate with our followers. Now next, we also have a course series at alphainvestor.teachable.com/courses. You can find out all the courses here, and then you can actually join. If you're part of an intermediate investor or a lifetime investor, you actually get to enjoy all of this inside this itself. Furthermore, we are currently building an Alpha Investor valuation calculator to calculate for your stock price, when it's a good time to enter, when it's a good time to exit, etc. etc. Do stay tuned to Alpha Investor Education.teachable.com/courses, where all these videos will actually be posted inside each and every single one of these categories. So I'll see you in the next video.